Welcome to another episode of Drums of the Storyteller, where every tale carries a heartbeat of wisdom and adventure. Today's story is one of resilience, kindness, and unexpected blessings. Let the rhythm of the storyteller's drum guide you into the tale of the kind stranger, a tale of redemption and love. Sit back, relax, and let's begin. In the heart of the city, amidst the noise and glitter, lived Adaku, a young woman who had known hardship from an early age. Orphaned as a child, she had learned to fend for herself, relying on her resilience and unwavering hope for a better future. Across the city, another story was unfolding, that of Tolu, a kind-hearted man with a mysterious air, searching for something money couldn't buy. Their paths were about to cross in the most unexpected way. Let's follow them on their journey. In the heart of the city, where wealth and poverty coexist, Adaku worked tirelessly in a home that saw her as invisible. Orphaned at a young age, she found herself at the mercy of others, dreaming of a better life, but trapped by her circumstances. She had secured this job through a referral from a kind friend who had warned her about the family's harsh treatment. But Adaku was determined to put in her best, no matter the harsh conditions, as she needed to save money for her education, which she planned starting an online class. Her days were long and her nights lonely. While the city sparkled outside, Amina's world was confined to the walls of the apartment, where she was treated as nothing more than a servant, with little sleep and a lot of house chores that never seemed to end, from one task to the next, with no end in sight until she went to bed. One fateful day, a simple mistake would change Adaku's life forever. She accidentally spills tea on an expensive carpet. In a house where perfection was demanded, forgiveness was never offered. Her employer, furious over a small accident, threw her out without a second thought. Adaku, with tears in her eyes, pleading with her boss to give her another chance. Her boss informs her that she needs to leave her home this instant. She hurriedly packing her few belongings and stepping out into the bustling city streets, lost and alone, wondering what she will do next and nowhere to go. Adaku sits on a bench in a park, watching people rush by, oblivious to her plight and what to do next. The city that once seemed so full of opportunities now felt cold and unwelcoming. With no home, no money, and no family, Adaku had to navigate a world that cared little for the struggles of the invisible. Yet, even in despair, her heart remained kind and grateful, and hoping and praying for any miracle to happen. A street vendor who noticed that Adaku hadn't left the bench in over 6 hours hands her a piece of bread, and she accepts it with gratitude. Adaku ate her food and enjoyed every bite of it. As the street vendor was closing for the day, Adaku helps him after seeing that his cart has toppled over. The street vendor is grateful and happy. A young man, Tolu, observes her from across the street, impressed by her selflessness and swift action in helping the street vendor. Amidst the chaos of the city, Adaku's kindness remained unwavering. Her small acts of compassion did not go unnoticed. One day, a stranger took note of her selflessness. Tolu, a man of great wealth who was searching for something beyond riches. Tolu approaches Adaku and strikes up a conversation. Tolu learns a lot about Adaku and her hardships and feels sympathy and compassion for her. He offers Adaku a place to stay in his small apartment in a quieter part of the city. Adaku hesitates, but eventually follows him, desperate for shelter and survival. Tunde's home was modest and simple, but welcoming, a stark contrast to the luxurious apartment where Adaku once worked. For the first time in months, she felt safe, seen, and heard. On arrival, Tolu promises to help Adaku and informed her that he would pay her to take care of the house and also enroll her for online classes. Determined to change her fate, Adaku took a bold step. She enrolled in online classes. She studied tirelessly, knowing that education could be her key to a better future. The next day, Adaku studying diligently on an old laptop, her eyes filled with determination. Tolu watching her with admiration, secretly proud of her efforts and impressed how clean his home looks and lively, thinking to himself that he has found someone who is really precious. Tolu decides to test Adaku by pretending to lose his job, telling her he has no money to pay rent, but had a bit of savings they could manage with, till he lands another job. Adaku steps up and told him not to worry, that they would both survive, as long as they don't give up. Determined more than ever, she finds a cleaning job in one of the biggest and well-known company in the city of Lagos to help them get by. Unknown to her that Tolu owns this company, where she was working as a cleaner. He had secretly handed over her CV to his personal assistant, who called her that she had been selected for the cleaning position at the company. Adaku was also very creative. She made hand beads and necklaces too, as this was one of her many passions. Adaku sold these handmade crafts at a local market every Saturday. Though Adaku had little, her determination to help Tolu revealed the strength of her character. She worked tirelessly, even at the office, where she was loved by everyone, proving her loyalty and resilience. One day, Tolu decided to reveal his true identity. 2 months had passed since Adaku started working at the company. One day, when Adaku came back from work, Tolu informed her that he needed to tell her something and wanted to take her to a place. Adaku got dressed and followed Tolu. Tolu takes her to his grand home. Adaku is stunned by the grandeur as she steps into a lavish penthouse, well decorated and furnished with the best chairs she had ever seen. Tolu was not a poor traveler, but a wealthy merchant searching for a kind and genuine heart. Adaku, you have taught me the true meaning of kindness. Will you allow me to share my life with you? Adaku tearfully, you've already given me more than I could ever dream. Yes. A few months later, Adaku completes her online studies in marketing. Reading an email on her laptop, her face lighting up with joy, she receives a job offer from Tolu's company in the marketing department. She runs to tell Tolu about the good news. Tolu is happy for her, as he tells her that her hard work had paid off and wished her all the best in her new role. Adaku's perseverance bore fruit. With her newfound education, a well-paying job, proving that hard work and determination always lead to success, as long as you don't give up, no matter what life throws at you. Few months later, Tolu proposes to Adaku at a fancy high-end restaurant in Lagos. Coincidentally, Adaku's former wicked boss was also having dinner at the same restaurant and saw Adaku being proposed to. Her jaw dropped and told herself that it was impossible for that to happen. She rushed over and told the man not to make the mistake of marrying Adaku, that she was a poor servant. Tolu told her, everyone should be treated with respect, dignity, and kindness, whether poor or rich. I have also heard about how wicked you were to Adaku. Please leave here this minute before I have you thrown out. The lady regretted her actions and the way she mistreated Adaku and promised to do better and be kind from henceforth. Adaku and Tolu's wedding took place at the Grand City Hall, Lagos, attended by people from all walks of life. Even the president of Nigeria attended the highly anticipated wedding of the year. Adaku, looking radiant in a beautiful dress, smiles as she stands beside Tolu. The story of Adaku and Tolu spread across the city, inspiring many with its message of resilience and the power of kindness. And so, dear listeners, remember, kindness, even in the darkest times, can lead to the brightest blessings. The former boss regretted her actions and wished she had treated Adaku better. Also, remember to treat people you come across with respect, dignity, and kindness, and give them a chance. Thank you for joining us on Drums of the Storyteller. Until next time, let the rhythm of the drum guide your way.